Hey all, test. Okay, just gonna throw out announcements and we'll be underway. Not that we actually have a game quite yet, but hopefully soon. Also, hopefully BGA doesn't be shifty, but I don't know. We'll find out. I was having slight issues earlier today, so yeah, I don't know. Hopefully it'll be kind though. Otherwise, yeah, I've just slowly been typing out stuff for the Agricola article while I have time, but again, it's gonna take me a while because I've now wrote up Lord of the Manor, but as expected, I'm getting the sense that most sections I'm gonna write are gonna be, I don't know, yeah, mini essays for each, so it's going well. It's going well. It looks solid, but it's a lot. So, but hopefully it'll be useful to a variety of folks once it actually gets out there. So, otherwise, I was peeking at Zach's game. Zach has an informant, a family-friendly home, a building tycoon, a carpenter, a reed pond, a well, and a hearth. Everything seems pretty good there, eh? Yeah, we're breeding boar. We have 5 family members. We're entering round 11. That sounds winning. I mean, wow, lots of big houses though because of the informant adding growth or the family-friendly home adding growth, and it's early that. But wow, and the board is rich. What's happened in this game? How do you have this many family members and a crazy rich board? We have multiple. We have at least 3 wood on all the spaces. We have 4. Like, what's happened here? How is the board this good with this many family members? Explain. This shouldn't be legal. Like, how? Literally, how is this possible? What did everybody do last round? They just decided not to take things off the board. I don't know what happened. It's crazy to me. It looks like Papikos is doing a nice job of trying to farm, but yeah, this looks like the easy Zizak cruising to a win. But is it just day labor guy versus grain seeds guy or something? I mean, it looks like Red is just not a very strong player. They've done farm store things and they focused on sowing. Papikos is doing confidant things and focused on farming last round. Teal, I don't know what's happened. I really don't. I guess everybody built and focused on improvements and stuff. It's early growth, but yeah, it's just like I literally don't know what happened in round 10 because like the board is pretty damn jacked, but everyone passed. Could be. It could be. No, I mean whatever. But yeah, like this. It looks great to have 5 people if you're Zach. You're like, ooh, I have 5 people. Look at this freaking board. Look at how good all my actions are gonna be. I guess the outskirts director here is gonna steal a bunch of resources. Maybe that's. I don't know that that's good. Oh, pellet press outskirts director. That's kind of sick. Anyhow, it does look like this is a very easy win for Zizak at this point. Pepikos on 3 family members is doing the best they can, but they're going last this round. Admittedly, Teal just took a ton of things off the board, but I'm not sure that really matters. Zizak's getting probably the cows. Yeah, Zizak just slams the cows. Seems like the right move. Zizak's gonna, yeah, there's still plows, another step to contest. But Picos is gonna have to settle for the sheep or the plow. Red is just taking a veg. Well, oof, that's rough to see. You do not want to be taking a veg on this board, but Teal is not fed. Ugh, Teal is not fed. Well, that's an issue. Okay, yeah, Zizak's got that game. I've decided. I've decreed. That's a Zizak wins that game sort of situation. I have an async game here of Terra Mystica going, and it's I paid a lot to be the engineers, but yikes, it is going well for Team Engineer. Team Engineer is very happy. Uh, Sorry, I know more or less what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to debate if I'm getting any more leech this round for any reason. I don't think I am. So I think this is the correct amount to pass. Give me this. And yeah. Life is good as an engineer. Alright. Q has been brutal the last couple days. Yeah, the Q's not gone great for me compared to what I was getting previously, so I do agree the Q's a bit slower than it has been. It appears that Zach did indeed just, get a chill plow. Why would you not get just cows, plow, clay, stone? Oh, don't get stone. Okay. I don't actually think that hurts Zach too badly. Everyone's scared of Gonzo's hot streak? Heck yeah, we are. Ooh, Stockman for Zach. That's kind of cool. We build stables here, yeah. Build stables here, and then we breed. We're gonna get to breed cows and pigs. That's pretty sweet. You gained Ely on top of the world. This is a very fun line from Zach. Getting to breed both cows and pigs this harvest off of Stockman feeding. The mildly scary thing for Zach here is that he doesn't have more wood for fences, and there's not that much time for informant, but again, he's at 25 points with 15 actions left. It's hard to see how anybody stops him, so. To be frank, you think dropping down to 160 elo is not representative of your playing strength. I think most of us would agree with that, yeah. But look, like, everybody has these streaks, right? Like, partly you were popping back into cards that you didn't fully know. I think you were correctly being a little experimental. You, like, followed Lumen's advice to, like, just try Canal Boatman one game. Like, this is how you get, again, like I've said this before, right? Like, it's a bit paradoxical, but the path to get better is you need to force yourself to play unfamiliar things, which tends to make your immediate elo look worse, but your long-term prospect for getting better improves. So, like, I also don't think it's that crazy to, like, sometimes have a bit of a downward streak while you're doing some more experimental stuff, and then as you start to integrate those lessons and start playing stronger, then you also, but also Agricola is streaky too. Like, whatever, there's so many factors that you should never get too attached to your elo because it's only loosely correlated with how well you're actually playing. It also has a lot to do with, yes, what your opponents are doing, what they're allowing, but we have a board piano potentially, although always a little weird to have this, but we should have a game here, so that's the good news, and we didn't have to wait super long for it, so. But we also need board piano to actually show up, and they do. Okay. I think I've played Desert Flocks before. I don't know Z10Z. Just based on their elite ratings, Desert Flocks is presumably okay, and Z10Z is probably not. And board piano is, yeah, good. Opening pack looks okay. There's a couple good things here. Desert Flocks was played a lot as a 261, so not particularly good. And then has played only 4 games and is 153, and their account was made today. So that's always a bit of a concern because it probably means they're an alt account. Yeah, they scored 57 in their first game of Agricola. They scored 53 in their second. So it's very annoying. I hate running into these accounts just because, like, again, I don't care that much about my elo, but there's no way this person's elo is actually a 153. This person is almost certainly like actually like a 500, and they're gonna steal my elo on the way to get there. But whatever. That's just how she goes sometimes. Anyhow, this pack I probably just take Plowmaker. Animal Feeder is okay-ish, but you're hoping for a combo. Conjure is okay-ish. I don't mind it too much. Stable Master is okay-ish. But Plowmaker pretty good. If we don't find other plow help, we'll be very glad we have this. And then it's probably just take the Trowel. Trowel's dumb good. Being able to sneak a Reno and stuff off of it is nice. So newly plowed field is also reasonably good, but it's very awkward with Plowmaker. Straw thatched roof doesn't make any sense unless we get grain source. So if it comes back, cool. I like value assets on the wheel. The rest of these miners are a bit awkward. The bottom of this pack in particular is rough. Corn Schnapps Distillery, Growing Farm, Dutch Windmill are close to unplayable. So I guess at the worst I get like Truffle Slicer back though, which can work. But it means we want to find a lot of food help. Which you always want a lot of food help, so I mean, whatever. Speaking of food help, there is a whiskey distiller, which is pretty good, but then you need a grain source to really make it sing. Pet Lover is mildly grain, a little bit of food extra. Salter can be okay. House Steward can be reasonably strong. We're third seat. Hey, Heroic Logic, welcome. Furrows lets us sow one field, which is also kind of nice. These miners are underwhelming. I'm pretty low on Lantern House. Playing all your cards is bleh. Especially when there's so many passing cards. Remodeling is pretty strong though too, now that I say this. Remodeling pretty good. Often lets you build an extra clay house. Could even do clay plaster remodeling things with House Steward in the game. Try to go for the big clay house. I hate taking clay plaster though this highly, but Salter on the wheel could be good. Yeah, it could. There's a lot here that the ox on the wheel could still be pretty useful. I like all of Salter. Like all these ox are actually at least occasionally playable. They do something. I'm tempted just to take House Steward remodeling. House Steward just being like kind of the strongest card and having control of it is nice. And remodeling helps me potentially build extra rooms. I'm a little scared about not having my food sorted, but that's later me problem. Also, Pet Lover, Whiskey Distiller, and Salter are all quasi food help, so I probably get some food help back, or I get Clay Plaster back. Yeah, actually, that seems solid. You like the Pet Lover Whiskey here? Yeah, I think liking the pet, I think that's very reasonable because I'm making my food a bit tricky now. But second spouse, interesting. The miners continue to be kind of crummy, which is really a shame. It's not going to be a game where you want to SP a ton based on what we're seeing thus far. Stone clearing with Plowmaker is kind of intriguing. You can get a lot of stone. Stable Yard's okay if you can hit it, but I'm not expecting to. Tasting can be okay if you have a grain source and want to play Ox. Greengrocer is quasi a grain source, but you need a bunch of food to get it rolling, which... Housemaster is bleh. Maybe this is second spouse and I just don't build many rooms and I stay flexible. Could be Sewing Director, I guess, with Plowmaker. Actually, Sewing Director could be the play here. Could even go Gritter with Sewing Director. Is that actually good? Not very, but seeing Greengrocer after passing Whiskey's mildly sad. It is. I mean, this is why you take Whiskey Distiller, because you can hit upsides for really making your food easy. That's why I probably should have taken it. But it's tough because House Steward can also reward you a lot. Just having an Ock that actually does things early that gives you wood can be nice. I kind of like Sewing Director here, I think. I don't love it. Sewing Director with Stone Clearing feels like the wrong combo, so then I guess I take Brotherly Love or I take Gritter. Probably take Brotherly Love. Not very excited about the miners I'm going to get back here at all, though. The miners are just not very good this game, which makes Big House Plan a little less exciting because I don't actually want to SP for anything. The Ox continue to be pretty underwhelming here. Silo Keeper is technically a way to maybe get some grain. Pig breeder is very blah. Wealthy man, incredibly blah. Tree inspector, very blah. Stall holder only works if you have crazy grain source, which I don't. So I guess it's silo keeper. Brewing water is a good source of food if we actually have grain. Am I actually going to get a grain source? Even if I get conjure back? God, if I get conjure back though, that means I have to take traveling and then take fishing for brewing water? That doesn't seem very good. Um Blade shears is awkward because I need a pasture that I don't intend to have very early. Farm store could get me some veggies, but it's stupidly expensive. Brook is incredibly awkward to play, but the trickles of food could be good. No, not really. I like debt security in general, but with Plowmaker less so. Farm store is underrated. It's pretty expensive and annoying, but it might be the pick here because I'm so not into anything else. I'm mildly interested in brewing water just because I hate my current food. But brewing water doesn't really solve current food very well because it just puts a bunch of food on the future, and only after you get a grain, yeah, it's garbage. All right, let's try farm store and hope for the best. All right, we really could use like a stable master salter or something here. We do get the stable master, so and we get the straw thatch drift. Interesting, but we don't get the grain source. Somebody took conjurer, right? His pack had conjurer. I think his pack had conjurer. Could even go forest scientist for food, but that's nonsense. We'll take Sable Master. We'll try to get breeding sheep. That's actually a decent way to feed ourselves here. And I guess I'm taking Straw Thatch Roof because the other cards suck. Yeah, the other cards suck, but how am I ever actually going to do this? I don't know, but it does help with the House Steward, actually. If I can build late rooms relatively cheaply, because I don't need the read, maybe this works. You like it because it's too expensive, you just don't play it. If you get good resources early, you just can't be all in, yeah. Wow, we get Clay Plaster and Pet Lover back. Well, the Pet Lover is looking solid, because I don't have a grain source, I don't have a great food source, and with Stable Master, I kind of don't mind taking 2 single sheep and then breeding some sheep. I don't love it, but it kind of ties together what I'm doing a little bit better, probably. I don't really want to use Silo Keeper as a crop source, and with Plowmaker and Sowing Director, I would like crops. Yeah, I'm not usually a big Pet Lover fan, but I think this hand actually does appreciate this Pet Lover quite a bit. Also, Pet Lover and breeding sheep could mean that I'm wool blankets, although I have a trowel, so I'm not wool blankets. I'm a feed yard. Sure. I'm definitely not Lantern House. I have no desire to be locked into playing all these cards, including my miners, which are looking okay, but my miners are still dubious. We get the Gritter back, which is actually kind of fun, and the Pig Owner, which actually can work here too, potentially, with Pet Lover taking the pigs. Okay, okay. I'm warmed up. I'm warmed up a little. Our wheels turned out better than I expected. I thought we were getting much trashier stuff than this, but it's always a little dubious when your last 3 ox and your last couple miners are potentially part of your game plan compared to your early ones. But the early ones are still part of the game here too. The Pet Lover's decent, but with the Straw Thatch Drift Clay Plaster is actually decent. Yeah, if I had another grain source, I think I would agree. The problem with the Pet Lover is, like, my only grain source is Silo Keeper, which is bleh. We actually hope we get Ock here because Sheep showed up round 1. Sheep showing up round 1 was not necessarily the dream. Oof, Informant. Why do people lead with Informant instead of RSF? I never understand this. Like, you gotta take RSF if you're gonna play Informant, right? Why Ock first action? It always bugs me. It bugs me a lot. I also I hate playing Ock instead of taking RSF. It's just neat to see that. Yeah, I agree. I hate playing expensive Ock over taking RSF. But do I actually need this Pet Lover stuff? Kind of. Kind of? I also do need the reed, though. God, I hate just passing on Reedstone food. I really do. What if we just don't pass on Reedstone food and we just play this, or this opening normal like? The big issue, I guess, is my second action here. If it goes something like 2 wood, 2 clay, I'm assuming Informant's going to re-up start player, though. I don't know that for a fact. But if 2 wood, 2 clay goes, and I'm left with RSF and I'm staring at Day Labor and Plow, I'm very sad. Yeah, so Pet Lover really improves my second action here, so... let's be disciplined and do it. Not happy about it. Not happy about it, but... I also don't love this because I'm really relying on Desert Flocks taking RSF, which they're good enough to do, which is good. But gosh, if that made it back to Informant, I'd be real sad. But Informant's going to take 2 wood. See, this is nonsense. How do you open Informant and then get blocked on RSF instead of opening RSF and then playing, like, absolutely crazy? Board panel has scales. That's good. I'm gonna have great seating. Yeah, it does. You read that correct. Well, actually, are they gonna Lantern House or are they just scaling? Regardless, I have a pretty good seat, but you misread that. You thought that was 3 wood into Lantern. Yeah, okay. I mean, it could still be Lantern too. To be clear, it could still be Lantern, right? I mean, I normally wouldn't do that because it's 2 improvements, but technically it could. Anyhow, we didn't come here to not use Pet Lover. I still just cannot get over people playing Informant wrong. It drives me nuts. Why? Do not Ock Informant first action in the game when you can take your RSF first action in the game. Oh wow, there's gonna be 4 clay next round. I really like 4 clay. I really would love a Hearth. This without knowing how to feed, Hearth is the answer. And it's early sheep. I will slam 4 clay actually, even though I want RSF very badly. But I'll take 4 clay over RSF. Okay, but 4 clay goes, so. Board panel taking 4 clay makes enough sense. I'm not sure how else they were planning to feed, but I will take RSF over 2 read. I get something good on the wheel here. I get Ock. I'm either getting Ock. Yeah, God, this SP is really good for me because I'm getting 2 good actions here too. I'm getting 3 wood, 2 read, or either Ock space back. I might be getting 2 read back actually, which makes the RSF a little sad, but. I don't want. I firmly believe in blocking RSF, especially with Informant at the table right now. I will probably just Ock House Steward if it comes to that. Collier gets played. Okay, so Clay is also going to be annoyingly contested. I hate Collier, but whatever. Informant is just taking 2 read. Okay, it's fine. Ock gets taken. I get 3 wood. I'm pretty content with all of that. Private Teacher with scales. Okay, so Ox are extra available. Private Teacher declined Straw Thatched Roof, which is a little intriguing. Did I see anything else that makes me scared of Private Teacher? I don't believe so. Collier is going. That's fine. There's so much read in the game. Red is just taking wood, has room parts, continues to not have Informant going. I will take RSF or... With late major, I can still steal the sheep here, actually. I really like playing Stable Master. RSF gets taken. Yeah, I think I just play Stable Master here, right? I'll take more sheep on all of you. Or do I take 3 wood and then try to get Ock back? I should take 3 wood and then try to get Ock back, because with Private Teacher in front of me, Ock is much less contested, actually. And there's no major yet, so I can do this. What a sad Informant. It's just so... I'm so mad because I've, like, actually not had many Informant games, and I watch people do idiot things with it. You were freaking first seat, and you got gifted an Informant, and you didn't take RSF? Maybe I should slow down on calling them a 500 rated player. Like, it's so frustrating watching people over-prioritize Ock on BGA at the moment. It's just crazy to me. But whatever. That's my rant of the day. But I think people rush Ox way too much on BJ compared to just taking strong actions off the board. But all right, what do you got, Informant? Is it Childless? Because it sort of looks like Childless. Wow, it's Informant Childless. That's why we ignored RSF. Okay, this makes slightly more sense, but is also ludicrous. Why would you play Informant instead of just locking up Childless? But okay. Well, we're in trouble. Yeah, Ak has passed through them since, and RSF hasn't. Correct. But also, apparently, they're actually running childless, and so actually, they're apparently perfectly happy. But oh my god, Shovel Bear is getting played. This is I hate. Why do we have to have such clay contested games, everyone? Why? Why must we have such clay contested games? Why must we do this nonsense? Teal, what have you picked? Teal's picked poorly. I knew I was at the wrong spot in the draft. It was first pick Collier. Probably. I don't remember seeing it. But whatever Teal picked, they passed one of the, they passed one of the top 3 Ox of the game. Informant, Childless, Collector are my top 3 at the moment. So, very frustrating when somebody gets past a gigantic power card, but I guess whatever. Frickin' Collier is taking 2 clay. Oh my god, guys, I'm gonna take the sheep on you anyhow, but why are you making it so hard to get a fireplace? I loathe Shovel Bear and Collier when weak play. Well, anybody who plays them and uses them. Like, my god, take wood and take reed. Why do I keep winding up in games where people play freaking stupid clay cards and take all the clay? Ugh. I mean, admittedly, it makes it hard on those of us that are just going to take wood and resources, but it's just so annoying. Anyhow, congrats to Childless, man. They get to build and run Childless. Also, why does Childless not have a Strothash Drift? I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm going to try to just get Reed and build next round? I don't know. I actually, the more I keep talking about trying to steal the sheep stack, I don't think I am going to steal the sheep stack, right? With Pet Lover, I would rather somebody take sheep next round and then be able to just manually take another Pet Lover action later and be breeding sheep on my farm. And we just turbocharge the game with food and say, screw it, I'll try to win off the back of Pet Lover Stable Master and hopefully early growth and beat this childless informant. I don't know. Or we could just hope red time's out here and I will just boot them. Will I feel good about that? Not great, but given they're a new account and are probably smurfing, and they already have 1 leave penalty today, yeah, never mind. I will kick them. I will easily kick them because why should I give a low rep account? They probably actually are smurfing because they have bad rep? I don't know. I do not know, but I'm not going to hesitate to kick them this early in the game. If they're having actual issues with BGA being wonky, I feel bad for them. But given they're running a brand new account, I don't feel that bad because they may just be running from who knows what. If you had more history, I would be a little more lenient in this position, but I'm very dubious of accounts that were created hours ago. And we're early enough in the stream, I'll just start a new one. But it's always sad when games die, though. This one still had some interesting things going on, but it's also less interesting when first seat has informant childless. But how bold of red to open informant into 2 wood, into hoping to get 2 reed, and then more wood. I mean, kudos for them for navigating it, but it's crazy. I'm really not. Yeah, I'm not waiting. I would wait for other people, not for an account that was made today. I'm the first to leave a game in progress. I'll receive a penalty. How? What? BGA, you lying to me? Yeah, there you go. Good. Now I can't run into them in the arena queue right away. Beautiful. We're gonna run into his Zach at this point, though. Has he converted this game yet? Zach's almost converted this game. He has a freaking master builder. Oh, and a muckrake, so he didn't even want to fence more. Oh, gross, yeah. Yeah, Zach has a good game. Wow, Papikos really turned this game around, though, too. Wow, Papikos, Plowman, Chain Float really filled the farm in with all of that stuff. Not that it's quite enough by any means. Zach's still going to win, but Papikos with a nice game. Zach has well joinery. I mean, GG, right? Am I actually correct? Is Zach truly winning this? Sure seems like it. Papikos has a Reno action left. Breeds a handful of points. Zach has 3 actions left. Plus one of those is so. Yeah, Zach has this, but... Oh, all Renos are gone. Oh, all Renos are gone. You don't have a Reno left. Okay. Yeah, it's just a classic. You're losing to Zach, and that's fine. That's how games go. All right. Schmog, take clay, ignore wood, profit. Yeah, I mean that's what my opponents keep trying to do. They keep trying to take clay, ignore wood, and try to profit, and they don't profit. Spoiler alert. They make scores lower because they make it hard for people to feed. They do make feeding very difficult, but... Yeah, I'm sad that that last game died, but hopefully we'll get a new one in a sec, although... I don't necessarily want to play Zach and randos in Arena, much like I don't want to play board piano and randos in Arena when they're going to pass Childless or Informant. I'm still curious what got passed there, but the game's not showing up in my history yet, which suggests that board piano and whoever are still sitting in it. Or it thinks I'm still there? Oh no, it thinks I'm in the queue. The iOS AI is awful, but even that knows not to overvalue clay. I don't know that I would completely agree with that, but the iOS app really, at least the old app AI really undervalued wood. But it's true they didn't necessarily overvalue clay. They overvalued reed. They would take one reed all the freaking time. And they also didn't seem to understand food tempo. The AI would be like, oh, I'm hungry now. I must take food now. And so, like, if you just took food right the round before they would need to feed, they would often, yeah, just totally starve because there's no bottom feeding left. But all right, we have another game. That's the good news. We're first seat, and board piano is after us, so the seating order became better. Are we facing... Oh, I believe we've played this player recently. They play a lot. They're not rated well, but they at least have perfect rep, so we like that. Arlock, unfortunately, does have a couple of leave penalties. Rep is a little fishy. Played a decent bit, rated reasonable, but we quit when the game doesn't go the way we want in the draft. That's not good. All right. Card-wise, what do we got here? We got not a hell of a lot, but not anything too bad. Clay supply is solid. Remodeling's okay. This is some extra clay in the game. Recycled brick is more clay in the game. Lots of extra clay, which kind of makes you want to go for a pottery at some point. Housebook Master is okay. Small Scale's okay. Plow Hero's okay. I don't love any of that. I do like Trellises quite a bit, especially because it occasionally can combo, but you looked away for a second and now we're in a new game. Yeah, the player who made an account today timed out and I just kicked them. Partly, to be honest, there was a tiny bit just because the game looked annoying, but mostly because they're a new account and I'm not sitting around and waiting for a brand new account. If they're timing out in their like 5th game on the site, I'm going to boot them, give them a bad rep, and force them to prove they're actually somebody that deserves to be played rather than somebody who maybe just has terrible rep and is evading a terrible rep account. These are some weak ass ox, yeah. early clay type games can be really awkward, but they're hard to predict. You're curious if that can be predicted and used for strategic advantage. Yeah, I don't know. Anyhow, yeah, I agree the ox are weak. I kind of like trellises. And then maybe Housebook Master just has the most upside in case we hit combo pieces. Even if we don't hit combo pieces, some people claim that it's okay on its own. I think I'm willing to do that. I don't really like committing to small scale farmer, especially in first seat. I like trellises. It does require 2 ox, which is possibly awkward. I also like clay supply a lot. Do I just take clay supply? No, I like trellises a lot. Trellis is very powerful. Did we have an early quitter? Early quitter. The logic is reasonable. You're quite happy. The game was looking annoying. Yeah, again, there was definitely a bit of me that left that game because I thought it was going to just be a very annoying game. Also, I will not lie. Established person with all the clay support in this game also seems really fun. Established person with all the clay in the game. It seems very, very fun. Is it very good? I don't know. You think Plow Hero's okay? Plow Hero's okay. Plow Hero's just fine. Third or fourth seat clay supply, first seat trellis. Yeah, I think I agree. The established person makes the trellis a little less exciting. See a Joiner of the Sea, pick a Joiner of the Sea is what you always say. Joiner of the Sea is honestly solid food. It's not terrible, but I don't think it's the right pick. I also think we're just taking Forest Well. Whoops, that's a misclick. I do not want Brotherly Love, but I want Forest Well, I'm pretty sure. I will take an early RSF. I need Ox to play early. The Wreck Carpenter also could be okay, but I'm really tempted by Established Person. Like, I get Frame Builder back. I get Clay Hut Builder back. I get some Clay House stuff rolling. I'm an Established Person fan, and if you know, maybe it dies also. We'll find out. But was there an early quitter or a very long queue? Quitter. We had an early quitter. Gordon has completely sold you on Joiner. It's great. However, it wheels. There's better ox. I think calling Joiner great is a stretch. However, I do think Joiner is undervalued. I think Joiner is very solid food support. And is, yes, very much more pickable than it is given credit for. Joiner falls into your give yourself a bunch of wood debts with no injection. Yeah. See, the thing with Joiner is you have to adapt your game slightly. You have to prioritize taking early wood. If you get offered early big wood piles, you have to just keep taking them. And they solve your food issue, which means you should free up more actions for taking more wood. But you still have to be careful. It's also a little awkward because if people are giving you 2 read but are highly prioritizing RSF, it also gets a bit awkward. But why is Joiner better than Harpooner? Because you don't have to take the actions yourself, Civ. Harpooner forces you to take shitty fishing actions all the time. Joiner requires you to take good wood actions. That's very different. Taking good actions away from the table is much preferable than taking garbage actions nobody else wants. Nobody at the table is sad when you're taking 1 food or 2 food fishing. Everybody at the table is sad when you keep slamming 3 wood all game. Lettuce Patch is quite strong, but I'm scared about leaning into too much. Porter looks okay here, especially with Established Person if I want to go for Clay House. And I just want to use it for wood. I also like Maintenance Premium a decent bit, although it's awkward with Established Person. But I like Porter here. I also kind of like Patch Caretaker here, because I'm a Patch Caretaker fan. But I think Porter is actually better. I think Throwing Axe is pretty good here, but I probably take Lettuce Patch. I'm a little scared of my Ock requirements, but... Huh. You like a lot of these? Yeah. Did I miss the game? Do not agree Joiner the Sea better than Harpooner. Well, that's fine. You don't have to agree. Anyhow, you did not miss the game. You missed an earlier game where we had a quitter, and so now we're in our second draft. I think I have to take Lettuce Patch. Lettuce Patch is just real strong. You have never made it work. It can work. You like Stew here? Well, I don't like Stew at all. Why are we taking Stew? I do not understand the Stew. I will not understand the Stew. Why am I taking day labor? I will not acquiesce to this nonsense. I will possibly take Throwing Axe because I want more playable cards, but You also struggle with patch. Patch caretaker is weird. Your style is to avoid 2 wood. Well, yeah, you can't do that. I'm just taking lettuce patch, but I do need to play ox, so we have to think about that. We do need to play ox if we're doing this stuff. Wow. Okay, wooden way bucket is acceptable, and it doesn't have ox requirements, which is good. Seed trader, if we had enough food, is mildly intriguing, but also I'm a pretty big retail dealer fan. Also, Guardian Head Official is totally fine. Even Hollow Warden is not the worst, because we get to immediately slam a fireplace, which I don't mind. Huh. This is tricky. Stew's just a lot of food, opens up combos, more importantly, de-drafts some game-losing combos. Fair enough. You had one good game with it, but then got destroyed by a player with Furniture and early growth score 65, yeah. This back has some cool ox. Yeah, there's some tough choices here. I do like Retail Dealer, but it's a little awkward because I also generally just like opening the game with RSF and not questioning things. But I don't have a grade source yet. I'm probably running Established Person, which means I'm also playing Porter early, so I'm playing Porter and Established Person relatively early. I don't want to do Hollow Warden here. I might want Guardian Head Official, although I don't have veggies, but I do have a lettuce patch. I think it's always Wooden Way Bucket. Although Wooden Way Bucket's a little awkward because I want to take singleton pigs, and it doesn't work with pigs, but I guess Retail Dealer, but I'm not sure about this Retail Dealer. Not sure at all. We do get Plow Hero back, so that's an easy Plow Hero. Potato Ridger is kind of a cute answer for food, but again, we don't have veggies. This would be very speculative, and it would be betting that Patch Caretaker comes back. Or Caretaker. Well, I don't. There's too many patch things, but the veggie thing coming back. But also, we can just take Remodeling with Established Person. Wait a sec. We just take Remodeling with Established Person and Porter, and we don't look back. Yeah. You like Potato Ridger too much? Potato Ridger is definitely a nice way to get food. I mean, this hand's a little awkward because I don't truly have a food plan, but we'll generate food somehow, right? There's so much food to revise. It's gonna be fine. It'll be fine, everybody. It might not be fine. Spoiler alert, but it'll probably be fine. We'll figure it out. Figure it out. Hey, see, the Joiner of the Sea food plan is back. The Clay Hut Builder did not come back, so that's a bit sad. But the Frame Builder did come back. The Frame Builder is okay-ish for both Housebook Master and for building clay rooms, but honestly, it might be a Joiner of the Seas game. Is it Joiner of the Seas game? Have I actually played Joiner of the Seas in time? Wait a sec. Let's not kid ourselves. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. That's not actually happening, right? Potato Ridge is too late if you don't have personal veggies. Yeah, if I don't have a way to generate veggies, I agree. It's not good enough. Downside with the joiners, I have 4 early ox. Yeah, I think I agree. I think I can't take Joiner of the Seas because I think it's too much. I think I actually am taking Journeyman Bricklayer. I think some stone help is fine because I have too many ox I already want to play. So I think none of these are. I don't even think I have time for Frame Builder, and I should have enough clay support between Porter and Remodeling to build clay rooms just fine. I think a little bit of stone is fine. Speaking of more clay, I could go field clay, but when am I going to have planted fields? I think this is either plant fertilizer or brotherly love. Plant fertilizer with lettuce patch. Ooh, and plant fertilizer with plant fertilizer in a Guardian Head official game. Plant fertilizer Guardian Head official game is actually quite good. Yes. I like this. I have enough miners I can play. I do have to actually play some ox, but you also hate Frame Builder. You're never playing an ox, so you can pay wood for 2 clay, even with a clay house combo. Yeah, I agree. It's so hard to actually find the tempo to play it. So I don't actually value wood as much super early with Established and Trellis. That's a good point too, Ace of Spade. You're right. I think Joiner of the Seas is a little awkward because I'm probably not prioritizing wood super early. I mean, I'm gonna want to fence a little bit with established person so I can actually breed some animals. But we get potato harvester, which I guess is the pick because I will never play sheep whisperer here, even if sheep whisperer could be okay. Bread paddle actually seems okay-ish with retail dealer, maybe. It's at least a wood to a food, whereas hook knife is probably a wood to nothing. Yeah, that looks like a wood to nothing. All right. Established fence 6 is good. Yes, it is. I agree. Established with fence 6 is very good, but we'll see. We're gonna see what happens here. I also have to decide if I'm opening the game with like retail dealer or porter, which I might be, or if I'm just slamming RSF. See, my general instinct is I really and it's early major, which means I can just go 2 clay into fireplace. See, 2 clay into fireplace sounds very good. Actually, well, sorry, to be clear, I'm taking 2 clay second action, assuming it comes back, and then I'll build fireplace round 2. Even without knowing when sheep are coming, I think this hand is probably on a course for a fireplace or a hearth long term. I think opening RSF is still fine, though. See, I always say opening RSF is fine because I assume I'll get Ox in like rounds 2, 3, and 4 while other people prioritize taking RSF, and then I just wind up probably with a ton of RSF actions. But is that really such a bad thing? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say that's not a bad thing. I'll just build an early well if that's what people tell me to do. I don't know. Easy 2 clay Ock into fireplace. You think you say you would just go Ock 2 clay something. It's reasonable enough. Trap Builder is getting played, so we know where the stew is. That's going to add a lot of food to the game. I'm okay with all of that. Tree Cutter is getting played. That puts slight pressure on the clay piles, annoyingly. But it adds wood to the game, so I'm mostly okay. That doesn't scare me. Also, yeah, Tree Cutter's like the type of card I would not be playing in round 1, so. No, you're joking about Ox I don't have. Like Clayfire. Oh, you meant 2. I play an Ock that gives me 2 clay into the fireplace. I see. Haha, okay. That would be pretty useful right here, right now, actually, because I have a lot of Ock requirements, and I do need to actually get some Ox played so I can then actually justify playing miners. But really, I just don't want to start player early, because why would I start player early when I can just build a fireplace and, I don't know, whatever. See if board piano goes 1 clay. No, board piano just gonna put food into the future. Okay. The game has lots of extra food, everybody. Congrats. That's exciting. It might be annoyingly clay pressured, which means Porter could be slightly less good than normal, but hey, we're going to stay start player or we're going to get offered great actions. Nobody's taking 2 wood, so will purple just take more wood, or is purple going to start player and then we get 4 wood, or Freeok, or RSF, or who knows what? I don't know. We'll find out. Seems good, though. What Ox am I actually playing early is a fun question. Am I actually playing Retail Dealer early? Unsure. I do think I'm supposed to play Porter, like, and try to prioritize 4 wood and 4 clay. I think I'm supposed to do that. Established Person might be coming a little slowly. I might not be playing Established Person until like round 5 or 6, which is a little awkward. Yeah, that's a little awkward. But assuming other people are fighting appropriately for room tempo, it's not a big deal. Your one game is that he loves rapidly growing. Okay, see that's perfect. He's allowed to go build the first dream, and I'll build right after him. That would be we'll do that. Carpenter's Axe, that's fine. It's an okay card. It's not that good. It's less good than people think. I get 4 wood or Freeok here. I don't actually think I take RSF here. Yeah, I think while I prioritized RSF over Ock round 1, I think I now will do it differently. But we'll see. I don't know enough about anybody's tendencies, really, so whatever. I don't really need to know anybody's tendencies. I will just do what I want to do. I'm probably taking fire. Wait, am I actually building fireplace second action here? I'm not anymore, right? Because now I'm being offered craziness. Okay. You can tell when I'm playing Childless, that's about it. Small scale farmers getting played. Okay. I'm just gonna take 4 wood because 4 wood is a dumb good action, and as good as RSF is, 4 wood is really just very very good. Water worker trap builder, okay, and stew. Is that scary yet? It's a lot of food. I'm not sure that it's actually scary yet though. I'm gonna go with not that scary, but maybe it is. I don't know. Wow, we get RSF again. Sure. I will not turn it down. Thank you. This is fine. Still no fireplace, so you know that, but small scale farmer over 4 wood? Question mark, question mark? Yeah, whatever. That's such a wild choice to you, unless he has Ock requirements, because he basically turned 1 food into 4 wood instead of taking 4 wood. Oh yeah, correct. It's dumb. Look, people play way too many shitty Ocks. Like that's all I have to say. Take good actions off the board. Let them do nonsense. It is late sheep, so food's a bit rough, but it's still play a 4 wood Ock instead of taking 4 wood. Yeah, it's probably turning a food into 1 wood. It's bad. It's just bad. Just take the 4 wood off the board. Stop playing crappy Ocks. Also, maybe you wheel crappy Ock anyhow. But yeah, don't play a dumb Ock when you could just actually do good things. But whatever. What good things am I doing here? I'm actually playing Porter this round. I'm gonna try to free Ock Porter here and then build a fireplace. Might be what I'm doing. I'm not sure. It's very unclear. I might just be taking more RSF. Are we actually not using established person? It's possible we throw established person overboard? I don't know. 4 clay gets taken, which means my fireplace is under threat, which is a little annoying. I could also just play retail dealer and see how many RSF actions the table allows me to take, because the answer could be a hell of a lot. With water worker on the table, RSF is way more free. But I really don't want to take more RSF actions at the moment, so whatever. Let's just play Porter, see what happens. If Hearth gets built in front of us, whatever. There's no food anyhow. Board panel just takes wood, that was expected. That's fine. 1 wood into 1 food, you mean? Which bad trade? Yes. 3 wood gets taken, that's fine. I'm just gonna get RSF back. Okay, fine, if you force me to. I'm assuming this goes Hearth. Oh no, it's not Hearth. Now you take RSF. Okay. I mean, sure. I'll build a fireplace now and see what happens. Whatever. I don't know. I don't know anything. Do I want this fireplace still? Yeah, I do. This is fine. I don't really want to play an Ock here because food requirements are iffy, but the retail dealer could have been okay. But I'm really hoping to get 4 wood or 4 clay. Board piano takes 3 food and a reed. How is that better than day labor? That because we put food pressure on others? I guess because we put food pressure on others, but that's a weird move. It's a very weird move. I would love to get this wood pile, but I don't necessarily mind the clay pile. But really, the wood pile, again, give me 4 wood, Arlock. Be a pal. Take RSF. Just give me 5 wood and a food. It's surely fine. Oh, boo. 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 Alright. He wasn't a pal. Your game group and I achieved beating both the crew and Mission Deep Sea with 5 players and no distress signals used. Yes, no distress signals. Good work, man. Distress signals are for wusses. Screw distress signals. Alright, it appears we're playing established person with our next action. We'll just fence 4, and we'll be ready to build a clay room next round, because we have the exact resources for clay room, so... You don't understand why purple took 4 clay but not build a fireplace. Look, I don't know either. Retail dealer into some RSF stage 2-3 for 4th room and Reno seems reasonable. Agreed. I think that's what's going to happen. Our food is probably reliant on the sheep, and admittedly purple with their stable could take sheep. I don't know. Purple should take RSF, you'd imagine. Who's building a room this round? Board piano? Wow, that's real convenient. Congrats, board piano. That's that's real nice. Board piano cannot build a stable at least, but yeah, I'm gonna Ock, assuming I'm allowed to. Oof, bean counter. Teal, no, not like this. Don't do it. Purple takes RSF. I throw down an established person. I'm established. You would have the well already? Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's a bad way to have gone for this. Like, I also don't think what I'm doing is bad either, but you could tell me it is. But I think this is fine. Board panel is SPing instead of building. They're going to build next round, which is reasonable enough. SP clay supply is a little weird, though. Why? Just so that we can build next round? I mean, making the queue really annoying build-wise is solid. But it was unexpected. This looks fine. It does seem fine. Just seems slightly weird. Stew? Oh, yeah, because it gives them clay for stew. Oh, yeah, no, it gives them clay for stew. Yeah. Okay, board panel's in a dumb good spot. Very good spot. Which, well, they have lots of food. And they have first build, which is good. Okay, whatever. We'll see what happens. If growth flips, I will SP to build. Even if growth doesn't flip, am I SPing to build? Possibly. Possibly. You're way more a fan of major base than animal. Yeah, that's fine. You're allowed to be. You are definitely allowed to be. Ultimately, I think what we're doing is fine. Board piano is probably in a slightly better position. The food's a little bit tight, and board piano has tons of food, so like that's their big advantage. And they're getting first growth, which is, also a big advantage. I don't really want to start player to grow, but maybe I'm supposed to. Maybe. You didn't even know distress signal is a thing in the game. You had to read the rules to find out what it is. You never played with it. Yeah, I kind of hate the distress signal, so it's more fun to play without it. I agree. There's a path through even the hardest levels. Whoa. What just happened? Whoa. What? I don't. What? My pottery? Okay, well, that's annoying. I was just thinking about trying to fight for the pottery because I was like, ooh, I could take more clay and then do pottery things, but I guess I can't. Okay. I might just go RSF into retail dealer. Alternatively, I could just SP for the next room at this point. Is teal gonna SP for a room? What is purple doing, though? Purple has no clay for a room? Oh my god. Okay. 5 clay can also into retail? That's true. 5 clay could into retail. But what am I taking 5 clay for at this point, Ace of Spade? The pottery just got taken. Like, I originally was going to go 5 clay and just possibly build pottery. What am I doing when I take the clay? I guess I'm just setting up for my next room. I just set up for double build. I guess I could just double build, actually. Yeah, I just set up double build. Duh, why not? Take it slow, go for a double build, sure. Make it impossible for purple to build a room. Oh, purple's gonna play Clay Hut Builder. Purple's playing Clay Hut Builder. I'm not gonna get Ock back. This is Clay Hut Builder. They drafted Clay Hut Builder. They're gonna play Clay Hut Builder. It's dumb, but that's what they're doing. This is still fine. I might just get RSF back, but so be it. I might get 5 read next round for all I know. I don't. Who knows? Just saying it's an option, not necessarily correct. No, I think it is correct. The more I thought about it, I think it is good though. Board panel played adoptive parents. Adoptive parents actually good for once because you actually have a good thing. You always have a good action to jump into, and you have enough food to justify this. So oddly enough, actually a good adoptive parents. I might be forced to take 2 sheep here, or I'm actually gonna be forced to SP to build. Why are we plowing so much, by the way? We have a potato digger? Like, what is happening? 4+1 rated to BMW excites you? I agree. I do agree with that, Civ. With Water Worker adding a bunch of read to the game, and if I porter this next round, that would be pretty fun. And it is Ock. I'm just going to get RSF. Fine. I just take RSF. Freemason. Okay, that's not Clay Hut Builder, but that's spicy. That is spicy. Okay. I just go RSF. Like, yeah, Teal can build in front of me, but these guys are not anywhere ready to build more rooms. I'll just wait. I need to take 3 sheep also. I mean, this is a little risky because I'm kind of floating a lot of stuff, but I'm getting a lot of stuff. Growth does flip, so good for board piano. I think ultimately that's kind of good for me though too. Like Teal will build this round. I'll build in round 7 and get growth in 8. That's fine. Board piano just takes the 4 wood. That's the right move. I probably just want the reed stack and the sheep stack. Yeah, I think I just want the reed stack and the sheep stack. I mean, Arlock might take the reed here. Arlock taking the reed looks conceivable, which is a little annoying. Yeah, if they take it though, it's very reasonable. I could still just go RSF and then be ready to double build. Yeah, actually, regardless, I take a read action and then the sheep, and then next round I double build. That seems very good for me. Board piano is going to grow into something because they have adoptive. Probably just into day labor. They grow stew and then adoptive. Yeah, okay, that's strong. Unfortunately, they do take the reed pile. It's reasonable enough, but all right, whatever. I can build a well. I can build other stuff. I take sheep. I'm fed. I get to double build. Yeah, you know, this is not bad. It does look like board piano might get left 6 wood. That part's very annoying. Unless Arlock blissfully SPs for us, but I don't think that's happening. Yeah, I think board panel's being left 6 wood, but I can't really do anything about it. 4 clay rooms, breeding animals, out of stage 2 is solid. Yeah. Read into clay is scary from purple. Oh, purple can beat us to rooms. You're right. I see. Purple can beat us to rooms if they just take 2 clay, which I'm not willing. Although, can they feed? I mean, maybe they don't care if they can feed. I guess they have pottery they can bottom feed. Teal's just bottom feeding. Board piano is adopted into whatever they want. Purple is also just bottom feeding. Okay, good. We get away with it. I mean, board piano is getting 6. Board piano's getting 6 wood. I'd have to SP into the 6 wood, and board piano could just block that because they don't have to day labor here. Yeah, board piano is just in a very good spot, but we're in a good spot too. But board piano's position really strong. Really strong. They have no food? Yeah, they have no food. There's terrible feeding pressure at this table. I mean, the pottery helps ease it, but this bean counter sure as hell ain't doing enough. Like, Teal, I don't even know if Teal can grow this round. Do I grow this round? I mean, I guess Teal can day labor and then grow. Freemason for 1 to 2 triggers seems sad, too. Yeah, I don't know. They have a clay hut. I assume they have a clay hut builder, but maybe they don't have a clay hut builder. I don't know what's happening. All I know is board piano is probably getting away with slightly too much, but I'm getting away with a lot too. Yeah, Teal's literally day laboring it to grow. Like, I don't know. There's weird shit. I would love to take this 4 wood, by the way. Do I get to take the 4 wood? Oh my god. Do I get the 4 wood? Because nobody can build? That's a good break. There's the clay hut builder. Okay. I believe I could take this wood, right? This wood's not poisoned anyway. I mean, I guess it goes bad if board piano decides to stable block me. I gotta take this wood. I can't let board piano have another 4 wood action, and when this is 5 wood and a food, I can't turn this down. Right? And then I should get build back. It looks kind of crazy for me not to get build back. If I have to SP into build, so be it. I mean, that would be unfortunate, but... Actually, would it even be that unfortunate? I would SP into build and grow. I should actually SP into build, right? I should just SP into build so I guarantee grow so purple doesn't jump me. And so board piano can't. Yeah, I actually should just go SP build grow and then grow again. I think. Do I have enough miners? I can play trellis. I can play forest well. Oh, I could totally SP forest well right here because I have the extra food now. That seems pretty sick. SP forest well, grow trellis, grow wooden bucket. I like this. Why is this table block bad? SP to build looks great. Yep, nope, I caught up to that. I caught up to that. Also get to build a well. The goal is to build the well at some point, yeah. But yeah, SP here just seems really very strong because I lock up 2 grow actions, right? Yeah, I just lock up 2 grow actions. Oh wait, wait. Double check, double check. Board piano did not take reed. All of a sudden I realized if board piano took reed there, that wouldn't have worked, right? But no, they took clay. Lovely, lovely, lovely. No way to read and build in one action. No, there's not. No other actions. Beautiful. Forest well, go. Give me shit tons of food. Whee! There's a bunch of extra food. Lovely. Good card. Good work. All right. Yeah, things seem pretty good. They're not perfect, but they're pretty damn good. Actually, they're really good. Who are we kidding? All right, we're breeding sheep. We got some trickles of food from a forest well coming to save us. We probably get a real well. Technically, we could get beat to the real well, but this plow hero still will be useful. I don't know that we're winning, but we already have fences down though too. So I keep thinking we're slightly behind where we want to be on wood, but we're not that far behind where we want to be on wood because we have 4 fence pieces already built. Which, speaking of, do I build 2 stables here? Build 2 stables outside in order to be able to... Well, that doesn't actually help me breed another type. And pigs don't flip anyhow, and then I can fence while pigging. No, I shouldn't build stables, probably. I don't think there's that much wood in the game. Yeah, I don't think there's that much wood in the game. No stables. No stables. Oh, and I have one-way bucket. Why would I build stables when we can just take shit tons of cows for stables? Duh. Beautiful. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Yeah. I build the well round 7. Wait. When would I have built the well round 7? Oh, you meant the forest well. Okay. Plus trellis is great. Yeah, trellis is great. But I see what you're saying. Yeah, you meant that. Okay. Board piano passes on 4 wood for plow. That feels wrong. But I guess whatever. Purple, please take 4 wood. Don't let board piano have everything. Don't. Why are you SP'd, bro? I guess board piano can build the next room. What are we doing? We have a throwing axe. Okay. Do I get 6 wood? That would be incredible. Although I guess that means they would build. I don't know. Hopefully they don't build first action, but I guess they might have to. Whatever. We'll find out what happens. I might be willing to take 7 wood and a food over growing, but... Am I playing trellis here, or do I play wooden way bucket, actually? Wait a sec. I probably should be playing wooden way bucket, right? Yeah, I should play wooden way bucket in case I take sheep next round. And I very well might be taking sheep because nobody else is doing any animal things. Yeah, nobody's currently doing animal things, which is very fortunate. Which also, my god, they need to be. Maybe, actually, Teal probably is building a hearth because how else are they feeding? Board panel's renovating with field fences. Okay, and they have breeding pigs going. That's why we plowed so aggressively. God, there's still 4 wood on the board. We're in a weird game because really board piano and I are the only 2 doing efficient things. Like Teal has plowed a lot, which kudos, but they have no crops and no food. Purple also has terrible food, has a million resources, has injected a billion clay, so their pottery is good, but Teal is building a hearth and taking sheep, right? My wooden way bucket's not gonna work. Yeah, I missed that Teal is this hungry. They have to go for the sheep. But I'm gonna be left 6 wood then, or maybe not. I don't know. Board panel takes 4 wood here, or unless Arlock does. Arlock needs food though. Arlock needs to like go RSF into BMW, but hell if I know. Hell if I know exactly what's happening. Board Piano already has their fencing done, which seems good. Plowing is good because it unlocks sow. They're still very far from sowing. Yes, exactly. Plowing is good because it allows you to sow, and they are not ready to sow. But Arlock Carpenter's axes, yep. We'll see what Board Piano does here. I'm not totally sure. Wow, Board Piano takes the sheep ducks. They just fenced. Okay, lovely. Teal is gonna starve. That's fine. Am I starving? Eh, slightly, I guess. But whatever. I'm not starving that much. I just might have to eat all my sheep, which is a big problem. It's a bit of a problem, but whatever. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Also, is purple actually taking 6 wood, or are they building? And even if they build, can they feed? Oh my god. Okay. I mean, they don't need to build. I think I'm letting purple grow in front of me. Well, but they grow in front of me twice. Ugh. But it's 7 wood. It's 7 wood and a food. I'm assuming they have a miner that lets them feed. I have to assume they have a miner that lets them feed. So I might be putting my growth back multiple rounds, but also, like, 7 wood is an insane action. Is the additional action. The problem is it might be 2 actions. That's the big issue here, because red also double built. Yeah, the problem is red double built, so it's potentially multiple actions. However, there's also a chance that purple can't grow, but you got to assume they're able to, right? I agree that growing in front of me looks like a bluff. Whatever. I agree. It's also 7 wood in a food, and it's 7 wood that or 6 wood board piano doesn't get. Like, my food's a little sketchy as is. Like, also, if I have to grow, maybe it goes bad. Board piano's day laboring. I don't know what's happening. I really don't. I mean, board piano's doing pretty good things, but not like crazy good things. Board piano takes okay. Board piano taking clay makes sense. Board piano is gonna fight for a room, I guess. Yeah, they're not even sure what they're doing, but it's not 3.5 per action. Yeah, it's weird. It's hard to do the math right now, but all right. The 3 stone goes, so there's pressure on the well. Although can teal even afford a well? I guess they can. Teal can actually sow crops finally. All right, purple does have a way to grow. So, unfortunate. Yeah, they have flail. Okay. I think I'm just building the well. Building the well is still very much in my desires. Uh, right? Building the well's got to be in my desires. Am I starting in order to grow? I think I am starting in order to grow. I'm going to start bread paddle because it gives me the 1 food I need to breed sheep. And I think I do actually want to grow still. I do want that action. And maybe I stay start player for a while, potentially. It's unclear. Actually, if I start player, it forces purple to SP for their grow because board piano is going to have room parts. Also, what else am I doing on this board? I mean, I could play Plow Hero. Oh, also there's 2 pigs next round. Do I ever get 2 pigs next round? Or do I just take a pig here with fences? Nah, I go for grow and see what the hell happens. Play bread paddle. This way I still breed sheep. I have a bunch of food coming to me. My food's mostly sorted this way. I get the next grow. Things work out from there. Building the well versus not building is interesting. Yeah. You think I already being on 3 family makes it easier to just take the 7 wood? For sure. For sure it does. Also, I'm not that sad about taking 7 wood and a food and then starting for grow, it turns out. Like, it's a little annoying, but it's not that bad here. Teal gets a bunch of crops sown, so their food's kind of sorted, so kudos to them. Ooh, board panel plays Wreck Carpenter. I forgot about Rec Carpenter, but that means board panel's probably starting first action. You don't think I have the time to not build a well? Yeah, I think I have to build a well. I think it's so many points and so much food. I don't know. I think it was the right call. I'm pretty happy. I mean, I'm a little pressured for sure. The Plow Hero is definitely coming down a bit late, as is retailer dealers even happening at all. But I don't know. My game's still pretty good in this position. Playing for Housebook. Oh, you were thinking about playing for Housebook. You don't have time on that. Yeah, I technically could still hit Housebook Master from here, but I'm pretty willing to throw away Housebook Master and just suck up the actual well rather than Housebook Mastering. It's all late animals this game, so that's a bit of a bummer. Late cows is sad when I have a Woodway bucket, but we'll see if Board Piano takes pigs here, or if anybody takes pigs here. I guess somebody's probably taking pigs here, which makes the trellis less good. Yeah, Board Piano has to just SP. But taking more wood is exciting. Honestly, taking this reed stack's pretty exciting still, but although, is the reed stack just going to get lost? The reed stack probably gets lost. I have a fake well, a well-like bucket, and I have a yeah, it is fun, and trellis is gonna work. Okay, beautiful. Trellis working is real dumb. All right, beautiful, beautiful. Yes, hit confirm. You need wood. I don't. Do you actually need wood? I don't know that you need more wood, but whatever. All right. That's always a good time. That's always a good time. Who needs a joinery to go with the well? Yeah, we don't need a joinery. All right. That was good. And I believe I'm playing Plowmaker with my next action. Or Plow Hero, not Plowmaker. I wish it was Plowmaker, but I'm playing Plow Hero here. All the read goes again, whatever. Whatever, what indeed. Yeah. No, but yeah, I play the plow guy so that I can open plow next round. Honestly, 2 sheep in a stable. Oh, I don't have stable wood. Yeah, that's not even that good, but we'll worry about it later. We need to be able to get some plows in. Need to get some plows in, but this is pretty dang good. Board piano adding more food into the world makes enough sense. Board piano has to grow first action. Do I get plow first action next round? Very unclear. Teal's fencing, that's just not a big concern. The big issue is purple also needs plows, but purple also needs a way to feed. Oh, they took wood because of throwing axe. Duh. Yeah, I don't really know what Arlock is doing. Porter for clay rooms is so nice. Yeah, the porter has definitely worked pretty dang well. Um, Honestly, I could still build another. It might be correct to build a 5th clay room this game, even though everybody else has been building, because I kind of want to play retail dealer and take more RSFs. And taking 3 RSFs gives me enough read to build and try for a reno. But do I have enough time for all that? Do I have enough food for all that? I don't know. Like 3 sheep is looking very solid. Although also cow plus stable is a great action for me. There's a lot of very good actions. Is the good news. Is there enough time to do them all? I don't know. Well, also we have remodeling. I can just remodel for the clay. Oh, I forgot I could just remodel for the clay in order to get another clay room. Gosh, crazy. 3 RSFs is a bunch of food. Yeah. Porter for clay room. Yeah. I'm also being offered 5 wood and a food. Oh, I have to double plow though, right? Joinery. Okay, yeah, you took all the wood. Do I have to plow when I can take 5 wood and a food? You're not sure RSF's better than manual grain? I agree. I'm not clear at this point at what's correct. Oh, not plowing is slightly wild, but I guess what am I doing with 5 wood? It is 2 more fences, and it's possibly a stable or 2 when I take sheep. But also, like, I have a plow hero, and it's hard to get these in, and I don't really need that much wood. Yeah, I don't really need that much wood. I should just get these in. Play to plow hero, use a plow hero. I agree that I'm not sure I'm supposed to use retail dealer or not, but I am kind of tempted to try to use retail dealer and push for the 5th clay room. I mean, I'm not growing until round 13 with that clay room, but like, it's tempting. Does anybody else want RSF actions, I guess, is what it comes to. I mean, these guys have so much read, you'd have to assume they don't really want RSF, though. But assuming anything about weak players is a dubious game indeed. Also, board panel played recycled brick, which I guess board panel's eventually building a 5th clay room, actually. So that's a slight trouble. Alright, the wood stack goes. That was expected. Although I might get the sheep here still. I mean, 6 food is good. I can't build the stable with it, but 6 food goes a long way here. I'm probably supposed to take the sheep and then take the cow. Or do I just take the cow first? How am I feeding, though, if I don't take the sheep? I really want to breed both animals. So yeah, I pretty much need the sheep to feed. Alright, fine. Well, I guess there's 5 food. Meh, whatever. It's sad that I can't build a stable there. Being able to build a stable with sheep crap would have been good, but whatever. Whatever. I'm in a good spot. Cow looks good. Akin to RSF looks solid enough. Just taking veg looks pretty solid. SP lettuce patch is, well, if we hit plow so, it's pretty sad. I could take veg in SP lettuce patch, but then I'm not taking cow. Not taking cow is kind of dumb. Ooh, brotherly love day labor. I mean, that's cute because you add a ton of food to the game for yourself. But, like, again, when you're taking tons of day labor actions, you're not impacting the rest of the table. I'm probably supposed to just go cow into SP and hope to hit growth? Ugh, I don't know. I hate SP when I don't have crops. And I really don't like the idea of leaving 2 cows. I mean, maybe purple takes a single cow and then makes my life easier. The stone oven went. That's okay. That's fine. I don't care about the stone oven. Purple is not SP'd. That's unfortunate. They are fencing, which is good. They're definitely supposed to fence. Okay. I think I have to take the cow, and then I'm probably supposed to just take a veg. I am still kind of tempted, though, just to play retail dealer. But I don't know that I'm supposed to even be fighting for a 5th clay room, but it feels like I probably should build a 5th clay room. Is it ever just SP for 2 cows? It's tough because if growth flips, I'm really sad. Also, taking single cows is pretty good because of Wooden Way Bucket. Like, it just comes with a stable. So, like, yeah, I think Civ is ultimately correct. I think it's never actually that. I probably should just take veg, but gosh, a part of me does just want to play retail dealer and go for the retail stuff. I just don't think anybody wants RSF actions the rest of the game, and I think I do. What am I doing with the rest of my actions? Let's count. Let's go for a count. I am pretty done, right? I'm taking a plow action, I'm taking a cow action, and then I have 10 other actions. Plus this one, actually. I have 11 other actions, besides plow and cow. What are they? You think it's dubious a lot of time compared to taking 1 cow twice? I agree. I really just want to take 1 cow twice. With Wooden Way Bucket and this position, I really want to take 1 cow twice. It could still be SP and hope to hit growth. SP and hope to hit growth is a pretty good line. But you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to play retail dealer. I'm going to claim the rest of everything works out. Can I afford a retail dealer? That's a fun. Oh yeah, I can eat all my sheep. I can eat all these sheep. Okay, good, good, good. Okay. I don't have a hearth, and my forest well is still coming in, but my food's just a little bit not fully solved. But hopefully we have time to fix it. Or hopefully we have time to do enough. I think we do have enough time to win this game, right? Like, I'm a little bit ahead of board piano because I have a lot more off board, and board piano and I can basically do the same things from this position. Except I also have a wooden weigh bucket, and I have a plow maker. I guess board piano is slightly closer to renoing. I might not reno, although there is a lot of time to get renos in. Everybody's in clay. I mean, there's technically enough time for everybody to reno to stone, assuming people start renoing to stone, although there's not that much stone. Although journeyman bricklayer could become good for me. We'll see. I think I'm winning this game. I think I'm winning this game, but it's not super clear how board piano is gonna play the end game here. Who needs to reno? I mean, possibly not. Board piano is just getting growth here, which was the big concern about not starting. Turns out I should have started, because getting handed growth without is real dumb. However, it does mean that building my clay room's a little bit better, because I thought board piano was going to build another clay room, and maybe board piano still does build another clay room because of rec carpenter stuff, but they no longer need the grow action. So, wow, and board piano doesn't even take the grow action because they are just going to build the clay room. Okay, well that's crazy. Kind of feels like board piano just wants BMW more than anything else. Maybe. I don't know what just happened, but whatever. I mean, I kind of know what just happened. I'm getting an easy 2 plow again, or I could take my 5 wood and a food action. I kind of want to take the 5 wood and a food action. I think I could get first action plow later by SPing for plow sow. I am going to claim I want this, even if it's just for a little bit of fences or a little bit of stables. I can build stables while building my room. God, is this correct? You said that before you took 3 stone. Gotcha. Maybe he's doing mason stuff? Maybe. Although, did I pass a trap builder? I don't remember passing trap builder, but maybe I did. Am I really taking wood first action here instead of double plow? I guess I am. I think I'm happy to start player into plow sow later. Also, I do need to take... Oh, I don't need to take clay if I'm building another room. I have remodeling. I keep forgetting remodeling. I can SP remodeling into another room. Okay, yeah, board panel clearly is going to build another room, I guess. Yeah. I do really want the cow action. I want the RSF action, and then I want the veg action as my ideal round. It's a little greedy given that purple has no crops. Hopefully purple wants to start, although purple's growing. Okay, maybe they still want to start. Who knows? We'll find out. If only I could actually, plow. Storage barn. Wow, what a card. All right, I'm just going to take my cow, though. Not going to mess around with cow stable action. This wood might be pretty dumb now that I've taken it. I'm kind of regretting the wood, because am I actually going to struggle to build all my stables? Maybe not, but wood was like 2 stables. Yeah, I kind of regret the wood, actually. The main idea was that it was for stables, and I mean, that's working, but it was partly for clamps, yes. It was partly for clamps, but admittedly, everybody has wood, so I'm not sure how good that was or wasn't, but board panel, brotherly loving, an Ock, and a seed trader. Oh, so that's why board panel's been generating so much food, because they have seed trader. Duh. Okay, that's pretty good. It's pretty legit. That's concerning, yeah. That is concerning, actually. Okay. Also, is anybody starting? My god. Not sure who am I clamping, but just clamping. Yeah, look, it turns out we're probably not clamping anybody. We're clamping Purple's joinery. Yeah, no, we're not really clamping anybody, it turns out, but okay. Purple, please start player. Please just start player. The board sucks. We don't want to be third anymore. You want growth without, or you want plow sow, or you want to ock. God damn it. How am I playing weak players that don't SP while we have a lover? Okay, sure. Apparently I don't need to build a room. I'm just gonna get growth without easy peasy because, yeah, okay, fine. I am gonna go RSF grain, and I'm gonna let board piano plow sow, even though they don't want plow. God, I don't even understand. I'm not starting either because the board gave me what I wanted. And because I'm getting growth. I'm getting growth last action if I want it.
Well, no, teal can still grow, but then I'm getting growth last action of the game. I just want to SP next round into plow sow in the final round. So whatever. Let's just set that up. Let's just set that up. It's fine. You're playing weak players who don't SP because it's late game and SP good late game. Yeah, fair enough. They're weak for a reason. So, oh, what a weird, yeah, what a weird one. Board panel just stays star player for rounds 11, 12, and 13, but I'm assuming board panel is gonna take Plowso anyhow, but I really don't know. I don't know for sure. I'm gonna just SP. I'm going to just SP first action. Am I SP in remodeling so I can actually build and grow? Maybe. Is that actually good? Maybe. SP remodeling, take RSF, build, grow, lettuce patch? No, that doesn't sound very good actually, because I really should get one more veg in the ground. I guess I don't need the grow action? I don't need the grow action. I can grow later. So the ideal round is SP, RSF, veg, build room? I don't know. I feel you take cow farmer board piano, but clearly he's clamps. Yeah, I mean, cow's not that good for board piano, like, and I'm not really gonna keep blocking cow from him, so whatever. Teal's sowing first action, okay. There is a gardening head official in the draft. I don't know who has it, but it doesn't appear that it's getting played. All right, I will just SP. The real question now is, am I actually building this clay room? And I think the answer's got to be yes. It's still good for me to build this clay room. I might not be renovating. No shot, guardian head hits the table. It appears not, which means I don't have to take another veggie, actually. Interesting. Oh, also, I can't grow this round. Board panel grows this round. I'm not going to be allowed to grow. Duh. All right, whatever, that's fine. Still fine. It might be a 2VP Ock. It could be. We'll find out. Board panel does just take a cow. That's fine. Sheep get taken by the bean counter. That's fine. Purple still doesn't understand where to plow. Veg is 2 points. Veg is 2 points. Purple does finally figure out the plow button. Good. I'm going to take my RSF action. The reason I'm taking RSF is it comes with a grade, which is important for my plow sow, and it also opens up build. And I might want to build this round because I'm running out of things to do, although grow is still there, which is hilarious. Board panel takes more stone, which I think is meant just to block me from renoing, or it's for them to get BMW on reno. Okay. And board panel is just going to grow. No, they took stone for sheepwell. Okay, that makes enough sense. Board panel still has a reno. I mean, board panel is definitely a problem for me here. Because they're going to get near 50. And am I actually going to hit 50? I don't know. My plow sow is massive. I'm breeding animals, but mostly I'm eating them. My build plus 2 stables is a strong action. Sheepwell's as good as BMW? Yeah, I agree. The real question is if I should be playing Journeyman Bricklayer to try to get my reno. Because Journeyman Bricklayer gives me my reno as soon as board piano renos, which seems pretty strong. I should take this veg. This is just 2 more points to my ceiling when I sow. And then I play Journeyman Bricklayer, and then RSF will get me what I need eventually. Okay, let's count the actions. Next round I'm plow sowing, and then I'm going to try to go RSF reno. And what else am I doing? Yeah, actually, that seems okay. You're not sure it's that strong. Board panel looks like they can reno 5th action. Oh, that's a good point, Gonzo. Board panel could wait me out. And maybe I don't have the time. Oh, except actually, Journeyman Bricklayer gives me 2 stone, and that's all I need, because I have to take RSF. I could get RSF blocked. Okay, what if... If I go veg and build right now, next round, I can try to go RSF. If I get blocked on 2 stone, I play Journeyman Bricklayer, and then I reno. And that's how I finish my game. That seems very good. Am I building a room? Yeah. I'm going to build a room. Not building a room seems wrong. I think I'm supposed to go veg into build room plus 2 stables. I think that's the line here. And then next round, try to eke out the Reno with my remaining 3 actions. Oh, but then I'm not growing. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, where's grow? Yeah. Okay, so actually Reno's not happening then, is it? Okay, so Reno not happening. Is grow better than Reno? Yeah, it is, because it's going to be grow with lettuce patch. Grow with lettuce patch is clearly better than worried about Reno. But yeah, that's a bit awkward. I could not take this veg and possibly hit the Reno, but I don't know that that's worth it. Yeah, 1 action short, actually, it turns out. But I guess taking some food will help me out. This plow sow is still sick, so whatever. Oh, and board panel is just renovating right now. Interesting. Okay. Well, and builds a hearth. Oh yeah, board panel needs food. Duh. I should have realized they were renovating now. That really didn't change anything for me though. Isn't the Dreamy Reno line more points than Grow and Lettuce Patch? Well, I have 2 other actions though, Gonzo. So like my other actions can probably be food, and food does matter for me next round. It's possible I could even clay oven next round. It's not for sure, but it's possible. You think skipping the veg was maybe correct? It is possible that skipping the veg was actually the right move. That was possibly where we were gonna regret things in the end here, but we'll find out. I mean, board panel looks a little capped themselves. Clay oven with what clay? We take clay into clay oven. Ooh, or excursion to the quarry all of a sudden popped up. Well, that's well, hey. It turns out we are renovating. We just had to believe. We just had to believe. We're renovating. No worries. No worries. We're all so worried. We're just gonna get head an excursion to the quarry to renovate with. Duh. No problem. Now we simply plow sow, we take RSF, we grow excursion to the quarry, we reno. We do it all. No problem. We don't lettuce patch. We don't do it quite all. Lettuce patch dies. Sorry. Lettuce patch dies. But, yeah, that excursion to the quarry is pretty sick. I mean, technically we have to watch out for teal getting in our way of renovating, but that seems incredibly unlikely, so... You think a 5-point reno is a pair better than lettuce patch? It's possible. I didn't do the math. Maybe you did. You think those are mutually exclusive? I assume that purple takes Reno improvement. We're gonna get the lettuce patch on Reno. Yeah, that's a little bit of whatever copium or whatever it's whatever the term is. That's a little bit of wishful thinking, but okay. All right. Do we beat board piano though? That's really the question. Board piano has 46 points and 5 actions. What can they do with those actions is really the question, though. Board piano looks like they're basically out of points. I mean, they take wood into stables. They take a cow. What is board piano doing for points, everybody? Things have gone pretty well this game because, yeah, people are not actually contesting anything they should be, for the most part, but... To be clear, not everything has gone my way. Purple refused to start player in the late game, so, you know, that's been annoying, but... well, only 1 hour, there's the quit you missed, yeah. Actually, that's kind of crazy now they say that. We're at the hour 39 mark, and we're in round 14 of this game, but really we're, like, only at, like, the hour and 9-minute mark, because... Game 1 took the first half hour. But anyhow, Plow Hero doing enough work this game. Getting a big sow action here is pretty sweet. Whee! Takes us all the way to 46 already. See, that seems pretty encouraging. Getting to 46 already and then still renovating a 5-room house and growing, I think we win cleanly then. Yeah, I think you're right, Gonzo. Missed the mid game here in a meeting. Looks like things went well. Yeah, things have gone pretty well. Honestly, they've not even been perfect, but it didn't have to be perfect. So, wells providing some good offboard. Yeah, both of our wells are providing good offboard. We're still sneaking a late reno in, so like life's good. Board Piano's game always looked like it was going to finish waiting for point actions. Yeah, I mean they clearly are just taking wood and building stables. Okay, am I getting reno blocked? Teal would have to. Yeah, I don't understand. They just can't. Let's be real. I go RSF, and then we will excursion the quarry in a moment. Right? Grow excursion the quarry. Do I have enough food for all that? I'm gonna have to eat some points. That's the bad news. Bad news, we're eating some points. Good news, we are growing, which is a 3-point action, and renoing, which is a 5-point action. So, like, I get to 54. I breed a point of cows still, but I eat a point of sheep. And maybe I just don't breed a point of pigs. So actually, it's neutral. I guess my eating's neutral, sort of. I mean, I am eating points because I could be breeding points, but instead it's gonna be point neutral. Okay, I'm gonna end at 54. It's fine. Is 4 read better than RSF? 4 read technically better if we get Reno improvement. If only Stone Oven was still there. Hi again. Yeah, hello. Oh, true. That probably doesn't happen. I think we don't get Reno improvement, right? But I guess you're right that 4 read was maybe better. I thought RSF was better because the grain is food. But you are right that the BMW is still there, so I probably should have high rolled for it. However, it does look like. Well, what is purple doing? Well, they can't fence. I gotta assume purple's renoing imp, but you know, if it turns out I'm wrong on that, so be it. Like, yeah, so be it if that's what happens. Board piano is stabling? No, board piano's fencing. What? Board piano's fencing instead of stabling? What? Board piano has a hidden Lord of the Manor? How is fencing ever correct? What is this? How is this not stables? We're playing excursion to the quarry. What? We undo. Why? Yeah, what are we? What? How is this not just stable? How is it 2 stone? We're restarting again. Well, this is frustrating. Click one of the options. You think it's insane to hope for reno improvement? It's 2 food worse. Yeah, you think the safer extra food line will end up being a little better since there's almost no way I get red major. I agree. Getting red major seems insane. How is board panel fencing here, by the way, instead of stables? I don't understand. Fencing is literally no better than building stables, unless there's a Lord of the Manor. I don't know. Wow, we do get red improvement. Okay, well, I don't know that purple was paying attention, but I guess whatever. But yeah, I should have gone for the BMW line. You were all correct. Should have gone for the BMW line. Oh, board panel was taking stone because of this. Board panel was taking stone because of they wanted clay oven. I think they were going for clay oven, but all right. Well, we get that. You don't think it's that insane if purple doesn't have a miner, but you still have a miner to play, so you think it's fine? Yeah, I mean, look, I still got a point, but BMW was significantly better because BMW was 2 points and food better, so BMW might have been 3 points better, but also, like, I can't really expect that to happen. Board piano says help. I don't understand, but whatever. I think board piano was supposed to take stone with their last action and then try to get clay oven here and then get stable's final action. But, oh well. It was only 1 food better at one point? Gotcha. When he was trying all those actions, BGA was bugging out, since most of them were insane. I don't know. I'm not sure that's true, Gonzo. He was moving pretty fast, but Anyhow, we wind up with a really nice game, actually. I am scoring 55, right? Because I can eat 3 sheep and a pig and a grain and then breed the cow. I can even eat 2 pigs, actually. So then, yeah, my sheep points go down 1, the pig points stay the same, the cow points. Yeah, I'm going to end it with a 55-point game. That's pretty nice. But I don't know, Gonzo. He's still committed to fences, which still is very clearly wrong because he could have built one more stable instead of having this fence, and that it's equivalent. So he threw away an action rather than yeah. I mean, he could have only had one more point, but it turns out he should have taken stone and gone for clay oven. But okay, well, anyhow, yeah, really pretty sweet win. Getting 55 with this hand's a little unexpected. I certainly did get some gifts by sitting after the weak opponents who weren't really contesting the right things. But it didn't feel like I got that many crazy gifts this game either. Like I got RSF a little too easily in stage 1. That's the main thing. I did get the big wood pile, but that came at the cost of giving up grow for myself. I did get 2 pigs. The 2 pigs was kind of unexpected. When I fenced out, the 2 pigs off trellises was pretty fortunate. But you think the biggest gift is the 5 rooms? That's true. Sorry, the biggest gift was excursion. Yeah, I agree. Always nice being the best farmer when you're still ending in a 5-room stone house. Agreed. All right, I can just eat all these sheep. I said I could eat this grain. I could eat this pig. That's probably as good as it's getting. I could try to figure out how to min-max it better, but I don't really suspect there's a better way. I only ate 1 point worth of sheep, and then I'm breeding the cow anyhow. Yeah, seems good. The double build in round 8 was very nice. Yes. Gets excursion to the quarry inexplicably, making all his dreams come true. Not really gifted much. Yeah. No. The excursion to the quarry was big. With that said, even if I don't get excursion to the quarry, though, do I still win? That's kind of the follow-up question. Without the Reno, I'm 5 points worse on Reno. But, well, yeah, do I make up those 5 points? That's a fun question, actually. Can I make up those 5 points really conceivably at all? I would have taken the reed stack and gone for BMW. Board piano might block me, though. I do find some extra food, but not a lot. But maybe I get 1 point better because I could at least get to 5 pigs. I'm only a little food from a 5th pig. So I get 5 points less in house. I get 1 point more in animals for sure. So I still hit 51. I don't know that is winning. Interested. You don't know that I win without the Reno. Yeah, I'm not sure. You think there's not food actions that make up all 4 points? Well, again, the point is I don't need all 4 points, right? Well, okay, so I need a 52 and tiebreak. Board panel has very good tiebreak. So, I don't know. It gets really close if I don't get gifted that. I don't know how it goes. You're not sure I hit 53 without Reno. Yeah, I could definitely hit 52. So they should get more tiebreak or a free block. Also, reminder, excursion cost me 2 food. That's true. I'm not playing excursion anymore, so I'm saving 2 food there. I can eat 1 sheep. I would have taken. I mean, so board panel definitely has to major block me. Which board panel just builds a fireplace, which is what they did anyhow. So that doesn't really change anything, but they do still have to commit to that action. I wind up with a bunch of leftover reed. I also wind up probably taking a bunch of clay, although purple maybe beat me to the clay pile. It's really hard to say. Either way, nice win. Yeah, thanks. They don't have the clay if I don't Reno. Oh, duh. Yeah, they also don't have the 5 clay if I don't Reno. Because 5 of these. Oh, and they don't have the clay for the fireplace if I don't Reno. Oh, what was board piano's second move? Just taking 3 more wood. Board piano entered this round with no wood. They went 4 wood, 3 wood. So board panel opens 4 wood still, I think. My second action is 5 reed, threatening BMW. Board panel has to major block, but can't build a fireplace, right? Because they got 9 clay in the last round. So, yeah, they actually couldn't build a fireplace until I renovated. Huh. So then board panel might just have to take minus a point themselves in order to block me. I then just take a giant clay stack, and then I grow without excursion of the quarry. Without excursion of the quarry, I definitely get an extra bore point, so I'm at 51. God, it probably still comes down to resource tiebreak, but I might win it. Getting excursion was much cleaner. I agree. It turns out that I think I still win without excursion, but it's a hell of a lot tighter for sure. It's very messy. Can they block whatever? It depends. Well, yeah, actually, they also have to have a miner to play. That's a good point. They have to have a miner to play. If he can't major block me, then the thing's very clear that I win. Um, I can get the stone without excursion too, can't I? I already had the stone, right? I can't get the stone for renovated without excursion, Ace of Spade. I have to go up grow. I mean, I guess I could have given up grow, but oh yeah, there's that point. Oh, I just reno instead of growing. I mean, the problem is I have to get reno improvement for that to be better, though, right? RSF grow awk reno. I don't have the actions to do that, Ace of Spade, because I plow sow. I only have 3 actions after plow sowing. I hadn't grown yet, so I can't do that. Yeah, the plow sow has to happen, obviously. Everything is after the plow sow. I have to open plow sow. There's just zero doubt about that. That plow sow was 8 points or whatever. Like, yeah, that's on. Yeah. We obviously didn't lose that plow sow. Like, we all agree with that. And it was a first pick trap builder. Okay, a first pick trap builder field fence. Cool. And then I just, passed a water worker, and then I later passed a stew. This is where Ace of Spade was like, we should de-draft stew, and, he maybe has a point, but we win anyhow, so yay us. All right, I don't think we ever saw small basket, right? So it does appear board panel could major minor block us by dropping small basket. They kept my patch caretaker too, the jerk. But yeah, they still have a minor that never got played. So they could block us at the end with a small basket. You do think maybe I win without excursion now because you think tiebreak is a lot easier to win without red having the additional 5 clay. Yeah, it turns out that I think I agree. I think I do actually win. But yeah, winning the game on tiebreak versus what happened, it certainly was nicer with what happened. So yeah, getting past excursion was still pretty big. Definitely was pretty big to be past excursion right at the end, so that was nice. So yeah, regardless, hitting 55 off that hand though is pretty nice because yeah, things did not. I didn't have anything that incredibly good going on. I just had a lot of solid cards, and we had to make our food work. The fact nobody else wanted to feed off animals was pretty fortunate for us because otherwise we definitely would have starved. We would have had some issues. God, we could have gone small scale farmer, Freemason, lover. Like, what a fun line that we just decided to build rooms on still. Also, frame builder to build stone rooms, actually mildly legitimate, but anyhow, this is not really a game plan. Anyhow, I think they were better off building a big house. But gosh, it's just tempting to think about. Like, it's always fun to try for 2-room game plans. It still probably was wrong here, but it's just interesting. But anyhow, Lover, did that get played? Yeah, it got played like round 12. Turns out the first action for wood in 12 or 13 worked out. Yeah, it did. You told you they liked build and grow plans. I mean, they're supposed to build and grow with that hand still. It's fine. But yeah, the wood did turn out, although it's Schmog, it is unclear I was supposed to take that wood. I mean, that wood wound up being 2 points, but we nearly didn't get to pull off our 5-room stone house and grow into it. So it's arguable that I should have spent some of those actions accelerating that game plan. But we got away with it all anyhow, so I guess it worked. It's not really clear that I blocked anybody by taking that wood either, but yeah, I didn't really hurt myself either, because there just wasn't that much that I needed, and I indeed was able to just start player for plows later. These players refusing to start player in the end game was intriguing, so that was at least useful. Wow, there were some crummy packs. First pick, Tree Cutter Granary. Yeah, that's not quite what I would take, but I would probably first pick Patch Caretaker Lettuce Patch, but ugh. Probably first pick Porter, I guess. Porter is solid, but yeah. I would not pick Bohemian, especially because Bohemian did not hit the table. I also would not pick Lawn Fertilizer, but I did not expect this draft to look particularly sensible, so whatever. But what a weird draft. Not a lot of very strong cards, and yet wound up with a 55. I mean, there were some strong cards, so... But... I'm just going to peek at my own draft, because I kind of forgot some of the options, and I did not expect to get 55 at this hand, but... Even thinking, if I don't have a card like Stable Architect or Muckrake, is it always preferable to Stables and Pastures? Yes. You feel like people stable empty spaces so much, it's 1 point either way, and you may as well get capacity. Yes. I think this is part of why Lumen and I get so incensed watching people just throw down stables all the time, and like even this last game, Purple built a bunch of stables outside. It's dumb. It does help with Constable also. It is protecting you against negative spaces, so occasionally if you think there's a Constable, you should also stable outside, but like mostly it's just dumb. You're limiting your plow spaces, you're doing something, you're limiting your capacity. There's no put your stables inside your damn pastures. Like, yeah. You think Trellis working out for me was really big for my tempo? Yes, because I didn't have to take another... honestly, taking the 7 wood and then getting to play Trellises and then getting to take the 2 pigs was, again, there were some sequences that went very well for me. The fact nobody else cared about the animals was really just, yeah, tremendous. And yes, getting to go 7 wood plus the little bit of wood I already had into Trellis, into fencing on the 2 pigs was great. I never took another pig action. I got my fences in one go. The established person worked great. I was able to get a couple extra sheep because of established person breeding earlier in the game. That was very helpful for the food. Honestly, renovating for free with established persons pretty powerful. I should not knock the ox I got. Established person I think is very good as long as you can actually build the clay rooms. And this draft had a lot of clay room support. Just a lot of clay room support. So knowing that our opening pack here had a lot of clay room support, like, it's sad Housebook Master turned completely dead, although there were lines where we could have leaned into this. But Housebook Master dying is just, like, not that big of a deal here because the rest of our draft goes together. But honestly, Established Person turns out, I think, actually, it does turn out to be very powerful. With all the clay help in this draft, this Established Person was good. This Forest Well was also very good, which Forest Well often is. I am a little sad that Purple took the Pottery so early, because I was definitely interested in a Pottery. But yeah, this hand turned pretty good. The Porter was also pretty sick. I didn't even pay attention, but Porter was what, like Well, Porter might not have been that good. It might have been 2 wood, 2 clay, 4 food. I mean, that's pretty good. It's a pretty good card. I got 3 wood from cards. Okay, so Porter was 3 wood. Oh yeah, because right at the end I took 4 wood again, but that last wood didn't matter. But okay, and then yeah, Porter was only 2 clay because I only took 10 clay from the board. Yeah, I took 2 clay in round 1, and then I took 2 4 clay stacks. I didn't even take that much wood either. I only took 18 wood, but that's because I didn't have to build wood rooms, so I didn't really need that much wood. But you didn't pay much of a cost for late building with double clay rooms. That's great efficiency. That's true too. I did double build in clay. I double built in clay, so I saved actions because I got to double build, and I'm building in clay rooms, which is already pretty powerful. And I got my clay really efficiently for those clay rooms because it was just 2 porter grabs. And then again, I got all my read via 4 RSFs. That's pretty insane. And then yeah, I got a well without pressure. Okay, a lot of things actually did just go very smoothly because opponents were not really. Partly opponents were letting me get away with stuff. Partly, yeah. But anyhow, late sheep didn't help. Yeah, it was late sheep, late cows, late pigs. It was late all animals, which also actually did hurt us slightly. But I do think circumstances helped a little. I agree that I forced the other players into like worrying about other feeding plans, but somebody still should have probably thrown down a hearth in the mid game. I guess Teal did, to be fair, but then Teal decided to mostly feed via veggies, so that was fortunate. But there were a handful of moments where your maybe not crazy stupid strong cards got to shine in a super strong way. Yeah, yeah, that's basically it. I agree. My cards came together in a really nice way here in this game. So and I got just good solid value off the board. Got to make a pretty farm. Got 19 food from cards too, which that did help. I don't even know what all that is. That's the well. That's the forest well. That's porter. I don't know what other food I got from cards. Forest well was like 5 food. The well is like 5 food. Porter is like 5 food. I don't even know what other card I played for food, but whatever. Apparently, I got some trickles of food from something else, which is good because I did need a lot of food for the big family, and I did not have it. So did not have a lot of food. Anyhow, yeah, thanks all for hanging out, chatting. Sorry that the first game died, but hey, the overall stream length is sort of just like a regular stream of like 2 hours, so not too shabby. I'm gonna go get lunch, hang out, do other stuff. I'm sure I'll pop onto Lumen's stream and bother him later. But yeah, thanks everyone for hanging out, chatting. I don't know that there's much else to say about this one, so glad we got another nice win. Pretty sweet. Definitely I'm on a good streak, up to 640 elo. I don't even know what my highest elo ever is, but I don't think it was much better than that, so kind of fun to be on a hot streak again. I mean, I'm just playing a lot more. Okay, I guess I was hanging around the 650s back for a little bit. I usually hang around like the low 600s though, so yeah, this is a bit of a getting close to a peak, but anyhow, yeah, it's been going good. We've had a lot of good games, got some lucky breaks, had some weird games die, but oh well. You don't understand why BGA doesn't track peak elo outside of a hard to read graph. Yeah, look, BGA has a lot of stats I wish were, a little easier for them to share and whatever, but well, anyhow, gonna head off. See you all around later. Bye.